FIFA has been caught in corruption scandals so many times that it is hard to believe anything about the World Cup is fair. From bribery cases to match-fixing allegations, the organization controlling the biggest football event in the world has a history full of secrets. And the worst part is most fans never hear the full story. The World Cup is supposed to be about passion, skill, and competition. But behind the scenes, money and power decide more than we think. Today, I am exposing what FIFA does not want you to know about the tournament billions of people love, the corruption scandal that shocked the world.
Instead, they corrupted the business of worldwide soccer to serve their interests.
Football is called the beautiful game, but behind the scenes, it has been stained by corruption. In 2015, a scandal shook FIFA to its core. The United States Department of Justice charged several top officials with bribery, fraud, and money laundering. These were not small amounts. Over $150 million were involved in illegal deals. High-ranking FIFA members accepted bribes to influence tournament hosting rights, broadcasting deals, and sponsorships. The investigation led to arrests, resignations, and a complete shakeup within the organization. The controversy did not stop there. The decision to award Qatar the 2022 World Cup raised serious questions.
Has admitted the decision to award the World Cup to Qatar when he was FIFA president was a mistake.
How did a country with extreme heat, limited football history, and major infrastructure challenges win the bid? Reports surfaced that officials were bribed to secure votes. Some whistleblowers later claimed that millions of dollars were paid to FIFA executives in exchange for their support. The shocking part? Even after multiple investigations, no serious action was taken to change the decision. But bribery is just one part of the problem. What if some World Cup matches were never fair to begin with? What if the results were influenced before the game even started? Stay with me, because what you are about to hear next in this video might change the way you see football forever. Are matches already decided even before kickoff? Some World Cup matches have been so controversial that fans still debate them years later. The 2002 World Cup had one of the most shocking moments in football history. South Korea, the host nation, faced Japan in the round of 16. Throughout the match, the referee made multiple questionable decisions. A clear goal by Japan was disallowed for a debatable offside. Francesco Totti was sent off for what looked like a normal challenge. South Korea eventually won in extra time, and FIFA never provided a proper explanation for the bizarre officiating. Many believe the match was manipulated to help the host nation progress further. Fast forward to the 2018 World Cup in Russia, some matches involving the host country raised eyebrows. Russia, ranked much lower than its opponents, defeated Spain in a penalty shootout. Suspicious officiating, questionable VAR decisions, and an unexpectedly strong performance led many to wonder if the tournament was being influenced behind the scenes. Football experts and former players spoke about the possibility of behind-the-scenes interference, but FIFA ignored the allegations. If results can be manipulated, how much control do players really have over their fate? But corruption does not stop at just matches. There is something even bigger at play. Some teams and players may be secretly favored by FIFA itself. Stay with me, because the next part of this story is even more shocking. Hidden politics that control FIFA's decisions. For a long time, I thought FIFA was all about fairness. I believed the best teams won because they played the best football. But when I started looking closer, things did not add up. Some teams and players seemed to get special treatment, while others faced unfair obstacles. The deeper I went, the more I realized that FIFA's decisions were not always about the game. There have been moments when teams like Argentina and Brazil appeared to get the benefit of the doubt.
Don't criticize Qatar, don't criticize the players, don't criticize anyone. Criticize FIFA, criticize me.
In crucial matches, controversial penalties have been awarded in their favor. Suspicious referee decisions have helped them at key moments. Football legends from these countries have even hinted that certain teams are protected due to their commercial value. Business deals influence FIFA's choices in ways most fans do not see. Sponsorship agreements, broadcasting rights, and financial partnerships often decide which teams and players get promoted the most. But what happens when even the biggest football stars find themselves on the wrong side of FIFA's politics? The truth about some of the game's greatest legends is coming up next, and you will not want to miss it. Is FIFA unfair to football's biggest legends? Some of the greatest players in history have faced questionable treatment on football's biggest stage. Two names that stand out are Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Both have dominated the game for over a decade, yet their World Cup journeys have been filled with controversy. Were they just unlucky, or was something else going on behind the scenes? In the 2018 World Cup, Ronaldo received a highly debated red card in a crucial match. The decision was made after a VAR review, but many believed it was too harsh. On the other hand, Messi has faced his own share of strange rulings. In previous tournaments, he and his team were hit with suspensions and decisions that seemed unfair. Some fans argue that FIFA either tries to control their narratives or uses them to build drama around the tournament. It sometimes feels like these decisions are made with marketing in mind rather than fairness. The World Cup is a massive business, and even the biggest legends are not safe from FIFA's hidden politics. But this is just one part of the story. The real power struggle in football is not just about players or teams. It is about money, a lot of money, and that is what we will talk about next. The money and power game behind World Cup hosting. When a country is awarded the World Cup, it is supposed to be based on merit. The best infrastructure, the best football culture, and the ability to host a global tournament. But is that really how FIFA makes its decisions? Looking at the past few tournaments, it seems like money and politics play a much bigger role than actual football. Take Russia 2018, for example. Many reports suggested that political influence played a major role in securing the tournament. Then came Qatar 2022, one of the most controversial decisions in FIFA history. A country with extreme temperatures, a small population, and no real football legacy was somehow chosen over nations with better infrastructure. Investigations later revealed that millions of dollars in bribes were paid to FIFA officials in exchange for votes. Yet even after all the allegations, the tournament went ahead as planned. The process of selecting a World Cup host is supposed to be fair. If FIFA is willing to sell the World Cup to the highest bidder, what does that mean for the future of football? The answer might be worse than you think. The harsh reality of FIFA's business model. FIFA is not just a sports organization, it is a billion-dollar empire. The World Cup generates massive revenue. But where does all that money really go? Ticket sales, sponsorships, and broadcasting rights bring in billions. Yet many nations that host the tournament end up in financial crisis, struggling to recover from the costs. Companies pay huge amounts to be FIFA's official partners. The betting industry thrives on World Cup matches. But who actually benefits the most? It is certainly not the fans or the players. At this point, football feels less like a sport and more like a business empire. What do you think? Is FIFA about the love of the game or just a money-making machine? If FIFA has controlled the World Cup like this for decades, will it ever change? Is football still about the game or just a billion-dollar business? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more eye-opening content, like this video and subscribe for more.